Hey, welcome back. I'm Alex.
I'm David.
And today we're reviewing the Suntory Yamazaki single malt whiskey.
Oh, nice. Yeah, smooth.
It's a long time coming. So David, do you remember your first time ever trying Yamazaki?
I don't.
Really? Was it here in Japan or back in England?
100% here in Japan.
Really? For me, it was back in the States. I was in university and I went to the local liquor shop, like a...
Coffee?
It's called Total Wine, I believe was the name. It was...
Total Wine does not sound like a shop you would get Yamazaki in.
Right, I know, right? It's like a big, like nationwide chain. I guess like they primarily focus on wine. Like they have like aisles and aisles and aisles of just wine. But they also have like various liquors and beers. And they had like a Japanese whiskey section. And that was my first time trying the Yamazaki, was from that place. I got the Yamazaki 12 year as well as the Suntory Hakushu. That bottle is probably what got me into single malt whiskeys in general. I got a soft spot in my heart for this guy here.
Went pretty high level on the first single malt, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So this one's a little different. The one I tried initially was a 12 year. This one is not specified. There's no like age statement on it. I'm pretty sure it's because of their recent troubles. So probably from like 4-ish years ago, they kind of ran out of...
The feds were watching Nikki play golf for so long they ran out of gas.
Yamazaki. Suntory did.
Still kind of amazing because they're such a massive company. I think they would have the foresight to produce with demand.
Whiskey in Japan was kind of like on a downtrend.
So they decreased production.
Yeah, they decreased production or they didn't boost it. And then like unexpectedly whiskey became like popular again. Also several years ago there was a show I believe on NHK about like a whiskey taster that featured the Yamazaki I believe as well as some other famous whiskeys, and I think that like got people like really excited about whiskey.
Okay.
Because you know how that happens in Japan, people see like something featured on TV and then they're like all about it.
Yeah. So NHK screwed Suntory.
I think that contributed to it. For the past several years, like it's been really difficult to find Yamazaki in the stores. Occasionally you can find like the tiny bottles at like convenience stores. Like they get them in stock and then they're like instantly gone.
I rarely see it, to be honest.
This bottle here I found just by chance. They had it in stock at a supermarket near my house last November. I saw it and I just felt really compelled to buy it because I had a feeling that I probably wouldn't see it again for a long time.
Yeah.
It has not been in stock since that day.
How many bottles were on the shelf out of interest? Just the one? Or?
1 or 2. Well, that's right. It was 2 because I remember I grabbed one and I like did a lap around the supermarket. I came back
and it was gone.
Yeah.
So they might have literally just put them out on the shelf like that day.
I think so, yeah.
And you got it like, immediately. Yeah.
I think like once they're put on the shelf, they're gone like pretty quickly.
You didn't Mary Curry it?
No.
If you all know that reference, Mary Curry is a application in Japan where you can sell goods like at way higher prices than the RRP.
Yeah.
Sometimes the police get involved if you're like selling PS5s for like double the price. I heard.
Police?
Yeah, because they track where you bought it and you're not supposed to like sell it
Really?
like as a business or something. But
Wow.
I don't know if it's illegal to just sell items
It's like eBay, but if eBay were only like buy it now.
right now at the
Yeah.
price the seller
Yeah.
set. So I'm sure this is going for like quite a high price on Minakari.
Yeah, so this one has no age statement. Typically it should be like about 4,000 yen or so. Online you'll find it for like,
Do you mind?
yeah.
10,000 yen, $100.
More than 100% markup. Right. So today we're not going to be comparing our thoughts to tasting notes from the internet. We're just going to give our like true honest opinion of it. This isn't like the best version of Yamazaki. It is the, I guess you would call it the budget version.
It's the best a man can get.
Yeah. It's the best a man can get in these crazy times. All right, so we're going to try it two ways. First will be neat, and second will be on the rocks.
Usually if they pour this kind of whiskey out in a bar in Japan, you get a little piece of paper at the end with quite a large number written on it. Try out the nose.
Yep.
Very smooth, and it doesn't have like any real strong alcohol like burning that you get from cheaper whiskies.
It's there, but it's very, very, very subtle.
It doesn't sting
No.
the nostrils at all.
It's kind of fruity on the nose. Almost like a vanilla, maybe?
Clove, star anise, cinnamon, spice.
Oh, cloves.
I think the thing that stands out to me is like the smoothness. Like all of the smells are like blended.
I'm looking forward to comparing the nose neat to on the rocks.
Okay.
Why? It's very dry, very woody.
There's more sweetness on the nose than in the palate, I think.
Yeah. And there's some spiciness too,
Yeah.
like on the tip of the tongue.
Do you usually drink this at home neat or on the rocks? Or?
I drink it, I would say half the time neat, half the time on the rocks. And very, very rarely as a highball.
Usually I drink whiskey on the rocks, as you know.
Mm.
Usually the ice like opens it up a little.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
I think neat though, you get like a more pure like texture on the tongue. And the finish is very woody, very dry. Like sawdust. It's not very it's not a very appealing description, but I think the nose is the most intricate part of it.
I was just about to say, I think the nose is my favourite.
'Cause every time you go in, it smells slightly different. Like now I'm getting like a slightly fruity.
Fruity vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice scent though. Like
It is, yeah.
it really relaxes you. Like it's really freaking weird. Like every time I go in, it's slightly different. Like that last time, like one sniff ago, it was extremely like sharp, but only that time. Like the next time was very mild again. I've never compared the Yamazaki like back to back before.
I like the nose on the rocks too.
It's much smoother and almost like a creamy
Yeah,
note.
it does have a creamy smell.
I don't know, like whipped cream or like what?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, like a pâtissier smell.
Yeah.
The candy shop.
Ooh, damn, that's nice. That's really nice. That could pass as like a perfume.
It could do, yeah. It's probably better than a lot of perfumes, to be honest.
It smells very formal too. Like it's weird because I said like whipped cream and then formal in the next sentence.
Like a Michelin-starred whipped cream, I guess.
That's beautiful, yeah. Exactly.
It was like something you get in like business class on an airline or something. Cheers.
Wow, that really opened up.
This tastes really good on the rocks. It's super easy to drink.
It's very sweet on the
Sweet.
rocks.
It still retains a little woody, spicy quality
Yeah.
in the background,
Yeah.
but it's kind of dulled down now.
And the texture is it's still pretty creamy.
Yeah, it's still creamy. Yep.
Yeah. The spicy, like, cinnamon notes are more subdued on the rocks.
There is a little metallic quality to this. Do you ever drink this with snacks or food?
No, usually I just drink it by itself, like watching a movie or like reading a book or something like that.
You don't want anyone else around this, though. They're gonna make it.
Well, like I go kind of like inward in my thoughts when I drink this, you know.
But you want to protect this from predators. I think.
From predators. The local neighborhood alki.
Don't drink my Viper!
You want your flavor, huh?
Well, I brought that up because we do have a little bar snack to try with this.
That's right, we do. We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, and it's quite classy. It's quite fitting. So on the show before, we've tried kaki no tane, persimmon seed snack. And these are little rice crackers, and they come with peanuts usually.
If you only want to know one bar snack, otsumami, beer snack in Japan, kaki no tane is the one you should know.
It's probably the king, because it can go with
The OG daddy.
high-level whiskies, it can go with cheap beer, it can go with
Yeah.
anything really.
Yeah.
So yeah. Basically, there are 3 or 4 main flavors that you can permanently get. So there's wasabi, pickled plum or umeboshi salt. Well, this one is a super special one, as you can tell from this gold packaging.
I saw Kyushu written on the back.
Yeah, this is Kyushu no Aji, so island of Kyushu taste.
So what makes it taste like Kyushu?
Well, in Fukuoka, motsunabe or offal hot pot is a famous dish, and this is.
Sorry, that sounds awful.
You've done that joke on this channel before.
Have I?
Yeah, but you cancelled. That's all right. I'll let you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so offal hot pot. I love motsu. You said before you love motsu.
I do, yeah.
And this one is miso motsunabe, so it's like a more special kind of motsunabe.
Damn.
This motsunabe looks like a very condensed soup. Usually motsunabe is like a lot of soup, but this looks like almost a sauce.
Usually it's like very soupy.
Yeah, I've never had this actual version of the dish, but
Yeah,
it looks kind of awesome, I think.
it does.
When I next go to Kyushu, I'm gonna like seek this out, I think. Yeah.
Awesome.
It also says pirikara ninniku, so it has chili garlic taste. And there's quite a funny little note at the bottom. It says they did not use sake or shochu to make this.
The most premium looking kaki no tane package I've ever seen.
They actually released 3 in this series. So they released this one, a karaage one, and a chicken namban
Damn.
one.
I'm not sure which one I'm more excited about.
This was retailing at $5 a pack, 500 yen a pack.
That is stupid expensive.
It's-
It better be good. This might be the perfect snack to go with Yamazaki.
So it comes with 4 individually wrapped packets. There ain't a whole lot in one pack as well, man.
Nope. And just looking at it, it looks exactly like the standard kaki no tane you can get for much, much, much cheaper. Oh, okay. It's pretty apparent, like straight away.
It's very Moorish, it's a very thick coating. I do taste like spicy miso.
Damn, that's pretty good. It makes me want some motsunabe.
Like aftertaste, I get a little bit of like hormone funkiness.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah, I do.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah.
I've never experienced that flavor before in just like a powdered seasoning.
It's more like intense than the usual kaki no tane, I think. A good companion to the whiskey as well.
That does go with it, yeah.
What's funny is motsunabe is like not really a sophisticated dish in any way.
It's kind of a soul food,
Yeah,
basically.
but it's kind of been made into something sophisticated here almost.
It's even better with the peanuts.
I actually prefer the peanuts too.
Yeah.
That kind of mellows it out and gives it more balance. It's almost too much without the peanuts, I think.
My only question is, why the hell is it 500 yen? 400? So it's like 100 yen per pack, basically.
Maybe they're using some special miso or something.
Just my opinion, but this seasoning, I think would like go really, really well with French fries. They have like Cajun seasoning on French fries sometimes.
I would eat this season on fried chicken.
That too, dude. Yeah. Or karaage.
I really wanted to get the chicken namban one because chicken namban is one of my favorite dishes in Japan.
Get another soul food dish.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't know what chicken namban is, it's fried chicken, and they put like a sweet and sour sauce, which is the namban sauce,
Yep.
and then they cover it in tartar sauce. So you've got like creaminess, sourness, fried chicken, sweetness. You just eat it with the rice.
I should take you to the chicken nanban restaurant I found. It's a really tiny place. And the chicken nanban is amazing, but the owner of the shop is like freaking like the most antisocial like creature you can ever imagine.
Do you want to give a overall score for the Yamazaki or?
Overall score and our preference. Overall I'll go a 9
I was thinking 9.
for the Yamazaki.
I was thinking like an 8 for neat and 9 for on the rocks.
Really?
I prefer on the rocks.
Okay, yeah, me too, me too. Yeah, I'm going a 9 overall,
Overall,
and I'll put a preference on the rocks.
same. Agreed.
Yeah.
Kakinata.
Ooh.
I'm thinking 9.
I would, if it weren't for the price.
The price is like what's stopping me.
Can you show the packet one more time?
Well, this is like airplane nuts size
Yeah.
packet.
Basically, you get 4 of these for like $5. For that reason, I cannot give this a 9.
Tiny. It's tiny.
Yeah. I'll knock it down a point. I'll give it an 8.
If you factor in the price, I think it has to be at 8. I think. Taste-wise, it's probably a 9.
If we're the same price as the standard Kakinotane, then
Probably a 10 if it was the same price as the Kakinotane. I think.
yeah.
It was a classy taste test. I'm looking forward to drinking some other Yamazakis if we invite them.
I guess I gotta make them first.
I gotta make them and wait.
Yep. That's the key, the waiting part. Just another 10 years.
We hope you enjoyed this Yamazaki whiskey review. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. If you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing. Please punch the bell notification icon. If you'd like to see more whiskey reviews or have any recommendations for whiskey, please let us know in the comments below. Japanese or foreign, overseas.
Anything.
It's fine. Yeah, we've even tried Taiwanese whiskey on this show. So
We have. It was pretty boss.
Kavalan.
Yeah. Kavalan.
Kavalan.
Check out that video if you have not yet.
Okinawa whiskey too. That was interesting. That was OG. And I guess we will see you on the next video.
Alright, until next time.
Should get that Elon Musk Iron Man dude to make some technology to speed it up.
Invented time travel for the purpose of enjoying whiskey.